Hi, if you're new to my channel, welcome. And if you've been a subscriber of mine for a while now, you know that I haven't posted for quite a long time. So I'd like to introduce myself again. My name is Clarice. I am 23 years old. I'm Filipino. I live here in the US, pero nag-aral ako ng fashion design sa Pilipinas. I also decided to make this video kasi I've been getting quite a lot of messages, not a lot, but like maybe 5 or not more than 10 messages sa Instagram ko, and even on my Facebook, which is usually, you know, more private family, but more questions about fashion school. I guess because I did post videos, vlogs when I was in the Philippines, and nung nag-aral ako doon, it was actually the beginning of my fashion school, but then later naging busy, so I really didn't have time on YouTube anymore, and I really focused in school. But graduate na ako ngayon, and I'm finally back in the US, and here we go. Finally, I have all the questions down, and I really hope na I could give as much as information as I can based sa stored knowledge ko about this school. Nag-aral na ako ng fashion design sa local college ko dito sa Pennsylvania, a year and a half na. And then nag-aral ako ng makeup artistry for like 6 months. And then eventually nag-decide ako na i-pursue yung fashion design. And umuwi ako ng Pilipinas para mag-aral. But it's mostly on drawing, fashion illustration, and the business side. I was really craving for learning, you know, yung construction talaga, garment construction, draping, sewing, but I wasn't getting enough sa college na gusto ko. I went to Fashion Institute of the Philippines, yung Ortigas branch. The school has other branches. There's one in Makati, there's one in Santa Rosa, beautiful school by the way, ang ganda ng location. And then the brand new one, yung pinaka-latest na na-open is yung FIP Subic. So yes, meron na sa Subic. There's also one in Cebu, FIP Cebu. Also amazing designers na nanggaling sa school na yan. It's located in One San Miguel Tower, right across St. Francis, the school. And walking distance siya sa Shangri-La Plaza Mall and Mega Mall. So malapit talaga siya sa mga kainan, shopping. Nasa 16th floor siya ng building, and if you're wondering kung may kainan besides sa mall, there is a mini stop sa first floor ng building, and then merong 7-Eleven sa labas. And there's also a cafeteria sa 9th floor, which gets a little crowded pag natimingan ka talaga ng lunch break ng other businesses sa building na yan. So yung Fashion Institute, they really teach you from fashion illustration to pattern making to garment construction to business side. And yung system niya is meron kang basic classes. If you finish all the basic classes, then you proceed on taking the advanced classes. And after you take advanced classes, may mas advanced pa. Like let's say haute couture, or doon na talaga kayo gagawa ng gowns and other much detailed na techniques, fabric manipulation, ganun. After mo makuha lahat yun, they have a grad class if you do plan on graduating. No, it's not a 4-year college. It's not your 4-year college. You do not gain a degree from this. This is more of a certification. Please take note of that. If you do want a degree, this is not the school that offers that. Anong difference niya sa 4-year college? The main difference is that wala siyang English class, wala siyang science, or it doesn't have history classes, or all other labs. It's really straightforward on teaching about fashion design. So it's really more on fashion history, fashion illustration, fashion pattern making, menswear, women's wear, garment construction, draping, couture, business, merchandising, advertising, all of that. So fashion lang talaga siya. So yung school, hindi siya semester or, grading period. It's by term. Usually per term, they offer at least 4 classes para worth it yung pag-enroll nyo. So for my case, in-enroll ko lahat. So let's talk about the basic classes. So each class, it's 1 day a week. And that's 8 weeks. 8 weeks ng classes. So that's 2 months. Okay? So isang term is 2 months long. And each class is 1 full day. So sa isang araw, hindi siya yung may kasabay siyang ibang subject or tatlo. For that whole day, isa lang yung class nyo. For example, you have basic fashion design. So basic fashion design is on Tuesdays. Yan yung first meeting nyo. Hindi kayo mag-meet Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday. You're going to meet the next Tuesday and then the next Tuesday until ma-finish mo 8 total classes and you finished the term for that class. Now, once ma-finish mo yung first term, you move on to the second term, third term, and fourth term. Once matapos mo lahat ng terms, you get to move on with grad class. Now, if you don't plan to graduate, you just want to learn how to sew or how to make clothes, yung mangyayari is, pwede mong kunin specific classes lang. For example, gusto mo lang matuto na gumawa ng damit. So obviously, you're going to take sewing classes. You take the basic sewing and then the basic pattern making. So let's say Wednesday and Friday lang yan. So every week, Wednesday and Friday ka lang papasok. And then until ma-finish mo siya, and then you move on to advance if you plan to do so. Pag matapos mo lahat ng requirements or projects ng each class, makakatanggap ka ng certification. Sa fees, okay, nilagay ko, take more, pay less. So if you take more classes, you get to pay less. Nung nag-enroll ako, I took all 4 classes and it was 10,000 pesos each. So it was a total of 40,000 per term. Pag hindi mo kukunin all 4 classes, magiging individual siya na price. So I believe na yung isang class is worth 12,000 pesos. So instead of paying 48,000 pesos, I paid 40,000 pesos per term ko, times 4, and then yung grad class, iba pang fees. Now, for scheduling, again, it really depends on you, on your personal agenda, or your priorities, or yung sarili mo ding schedule, your availability on taking these classes. Kung gusto mo siya matapos kaagad or kung gusto mo pa konti-konti lang. They even have Saturday classes, which is instead of 8 weeks siya, I think 16 weeks siya. Medyo matagal siya since parang half day lang siya every Friday and every Saturday. And I think it's also a nice option for those na nag-aaral. They are still, they're still in high school or college and may pasok sila on the weekdays, and then on weekends you can take fashion classes. So it's really up to you. You can take it slow or you take it all like what I did kasi nagmamadali ako kasi kailangan ko bumalik ng US. I definitely recommend na mag-register kayo at least 2 weeks before the new term starts. May mga requirements talaga, and if you don't get these item or these materials prepared, pwedeng magka-issues kayo, like let's say the first day nyo wala kayo nito, you're going to miss out or hindi kayo in sync with the class. So I recommend 2 weeks kayo before you come in, you pay with check or cash. Not sure about card payment, but yun. Saan kayo mag-enroll? Kung saan kayo mag-aaral. So let's say nag-aaral ako sa Ortigas, obviously I'll enroll sa Ortigas. I won't go to Makati. Or let's say if I were to study in FIP Santa Rosa, hindi ako mag-enroll sa main branch. I would enroll at FIP Santa Rosa. Each class is obviously a class of their own and they have their own requirements. Some teachers, nagre-require sila on the first day of the term, which is medyo hassle. I remember for basic pattern, I wasn't prepared because I didn't know at all. So we ended up buying the supplies during lunchtime namin, which was quite hassle kasi syempre yung gusto mong kumain. And medyo nag-explore pa kami ng area, ng Mega Mall. Kakahanap lang ng materials. But just to help you out, here I posted, if you do plan to go to FIP and study there, here's a picture or whichever ng list na kakailangan nyo sa first day ng classes sa list ng classes na to. Okay? Alright, my gosh. Hirap din pala mag-Tagalog.
Found the one, you should never give her up. I think it's the way life changes when in love, yeah. I surround my soul with the positivity. That's why I don't worry about